So one of the most special experiences, or what makes, I think, Platinum truly special, is of course the Young Living Academy, and seeing the impact that we have on the community and on children's lives. Here to talk a little bit more about the foundation, the impact we've been able to have this week, is our Vice President of Global Impact, the one and only, please welcome to the stage, Nikki Davis.
Thanks, Ben. Wasn't it fun to watch Ben with the kids all week? My goodness, he's like a human jungle gym. What a week it has been. Oh man, I can't believe it's drawing to a close. But thank you so much for all that you have done. You've poured into these kids, into these families, and you got to see the real impact that you have, right? Isn't that incredible? You hear about it, you hear about it, you hear about it, but when you see it and you feel it, you see the joy in those kids' eyes, and it's something that can never leave you. So please take that to your teams. Please help them catch the vision that you have caught while you've been here. Because, man, that, you know, it's Todd Malkus was talking about the ripple effect earlier this week. I'm gonna call you out, Todd, because it was good. It was a good thought. And you know, oftentimes we don't really understand the difference we make. We think there's so much in the world that needs changing, helping, empowering. How do we even make a difference? How do we make a dent? Well, you saw the very, very real difference you make. Not just in that child's life, not just in their family, but it goes on through the community. You know, if those kids were not at Young Living Academy, they would be in a public school, which is a recruiting ground for gangs, because these kids are vulnerable, and it's got lots of drugs, teenage pregnancy, violence. It's not a good environment. But you saw where they are in this oasis. And you saw the mothers today, those of you sponsors who got to meet the families, how much safety and security the parents feel that they know their kid goes somewhere that's safe, that's healthy, that's happy, that's invested in building these kids up to be the future leaders of Ecuador. So thank you for being a part of very, very, very real change. You know, the trajectory of those kids' lives has been completely changed because of you. Thank you for being part of that. And please take that to your teams. Help us be our voices. You know, we only are a small team at the foundation. Speaking of, can I have my team stand up? Arturo and Michelle. Where are you? Arturo Fuentes. Michelle. Arturo's over here and Michelle. All right. These two powerhouses. Don't we just love Arturo and Michelle? We do. They are amazing and worked tirelessly to make this all happen. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all the work that you do. It's my great pleasure to announce that we have had 14 new sponsors this week. So that's 14 new kids who will not have to, who found new families that they love. And we have raised $11,000 so far. We are about halfway towards our goal. And our goal is $25,000. I announced this on Thursday, but it was the day where we were waiting for food, and it was hard to hear also. But we are in phase 2 of our building. So you saw the beautiful new building. That was phase 1. Phase 2 is building 2 additional classrooms and furnishing all of the classrooms as well. And our goal is $25,000 to do that. And that will be complete. Then we will be able to, we've just started, we had a meeting today where we planned out the next 5 classes that we're going to admit. We're gonna admit another pre-K, first, second, third, fourth, and third grade. Pre-K, kindergarten, first, second, third. So that, whereas we typically only are able to admit 1 pre-K class, so 25 kids, we're now going to admit 125 kids. So every year we get about 300 applicants for 25 spots. Now we're going to open up 125 spots. That is awesome, you guys. That is so exciting because that's 125 more families whose lives are going to be changed because of Young Living Academy. So help us make that happen. If you would like, you saw the bricks that had team names on them, individual names, names in the name, or bricks in the name of loved ones. For a $1,000 donation, you can get your name engraved on one of those bricks and it will live there forever. If you would like your name on a classroom, that's for a $10,000 donation. And again, it'll live there forever. And it's very easy to get your teams involved. On our website, you can host your own fundraisers. If you click on Get Involved, host a fundraiser, and you have a thermometer, you share the link with your team, and you can keep track of how much you're fundraising as a team. And we had a lot of teams do that last year for this building. So please help us in getting that word out and accomplishing that goal. But first and foremost, remember the reason we do it. Remember that looking into those kids' eyes. And remember the alternative of where they would be. And just know you're part of something that really, really matters. And what a blessing it is to be part of a company that cares so much and invests so much in what matters most. So thank you for making my week amazing. And I loved seeing all of your faces meet these wonderful kids. Thank you. I love you.